Hi there, welcome back to our channel. Today we give you a piece of breaking news from People magazine. What's going on with Harry and Meghan? Everything to know about their royal exit. How has Harry and Meghan's departure affected William and Kate? It did not affect them as they just went about their business. Nothing. They just had more engagements, but they're fine. The loving soulmates working together for good. But of course, like anyone who grew up very close to their sibling, it creates a lot of pain, anguish, regrets, uncertainty, and periods of questioning yourself about what, why, or how could you have done things differently? Would it change the outcome of current circumstances? As you reflect, you'll be forced to ask yourself, did I fail him? This is usually felt by the older sibling because, as the older one, you were supposed to be the voice of reason, caution, understanding, and acceptance. This is how William and Kate are feeling now. How Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's move to Los Angeles has changed the relationship between the Fab Four. For a while, there was a triumvirate: William, Kate, Harry. They had very good dynamics. They were in sync, and no one was trying to overshadow anyone because they were secure in the fact that they all love each other. On Harry's part, he loved Kate like the sister he never had. You can search online and see how close they'd become and what exactly I'm talking about here. Harry and Meghan's big move and how it has split newspapers around the world. Harry admitted once that he was jealous sometimes of his brother for having Kate, and he wished he could have his own happily ever after. Their closeness was witnessed by the world. They were so comfortable with each other that oftentimes they acted silly during events. Life couldn't be better for them. Everything was fine. And then enter Rachel Meghan Markle, an older, worldly divorcee and an unknown actress. She came and arrived and was greatly and warmly welcomed by Kate. Everything was fine for a little while as they awaited their wedding. The older kids of William and Kate were part of the wedding entourage. After that, it settled for a bit, and then everything started. We have read and found snippets of info from sources inside Kensington Palace that not everything was okay. As time went on, this info became louder and louder, and news of Meghan's bad behavior towards staff and other people around made frontline news. Before that, the over-the-top transatlantic baby shower from her fake A-list new friends. The royal fallout from Meghan and Harry's decision is now turning nuclear. They remained tight-lipped throughout their disturbance until changes were seen about Harry. Then Meghan upstaged Eugenie on her wedding day by announcing she was pregnant. It has never recovered after that. The British royal family started to stay away from Harry and Meghan, but due to Her Majesty the Queen's bidding, they put up an appearance of solidarity during Christmas 2018. Unfortunately, Meghan loves the spotlight and kept doing faux pas after faux pas that the people who welcomed her warmly in the UK started seeing her for what she truly was and what she wanted. That is, it's all about Meghan. The last straw came when they made that pathetic interview in South Africa, claiming they were just surviving, not thriving. And Harry opened his mouth and basically confirmed that there was a rift going on between him and his brother William. Did Prince Harry and Meghan leave the royal family in pursuit of holistic wealth? The casualties of these estrangements are both William and Harry. They grew up together, went through a tragedy together. They played and supported each other. And at one point, it was seen as their bond will never be broken. A lot of people are very sad indeed about these turns of events. They were raised closely together by Diana. There's a saying that siblings should love and protect each other from cradle to grave. This is an ongoing saga. Prince William is as solid as a rock with his convictions and principles, as a man who's going to be king one day. Harry, however, is in the lowest point of his life. His pictures are very harrowing and alarming. He walks and talks like an automaton and does everything that Meghan tells him to do. It seems like he's a prisoner in his own mind, seriously staring silently from the inside and watching himself do things. He knows in his heart of hearts that he did everyone wrong. His grandmother, Her Majesty the Queen, his brother William, father Charles, and the rest of the British royal family, the Brits, and everyone else that once mattered in his life. He put his country down. Will the brothers reconcile to their previous closeness? Maybe, or maybe not. This will all be depending on what's going to happen next. The coming weeks and years to come will be very crucial for these brothers. In addition, do you know what the Balmoral test is? Did Kate and Meghan have to pass it? The Balmoral test is taken from The Crown Season 4, where Queen Elizabeth has Margaret Thatcher come up for a long weekend while she was Prime Minister to Balmoral in Scotland. It's frequently raining at Balmoral, the royals' castle in the Scottish Highlands, and there's nothing around for miles and miles. While in Balmoral, one is expected to either enjoy hunting, fishing on the River Dee or any tributary, and going on long hikes, plus wet and brisk picnics out in the field somewhere. A person dresses for Scotland, meaning the royals have walking shoes or boots, plain, warm clothing in layers, sweaters, and scarves or hats for when it rains. Old clothes are best rather than showing up in brand new clothing, since that's a dead giveaway that one isn't truly a country sort of person. A body needs to dress for warmth outdoors and even warmth indoors because castles rarely heat up in Scotland. Sweaters, layers, jackets, that sort of thing. Margaret Thatcher showed up as a city person in heels for a hike, and she didn't have any old clothes at all. Think about dresses. So Thatcher didn't enjoy her time outdoors, and she didn't even pretend to enjoy herself in the episode. I have no idea if the Prime Minister hated it, but when it was time for drinks pre-dinner, the royals had all tumbled out of their off-road vehicles and were having tea and warming up in their regular country clothes. The Prime Minister and her husband asked the staff how to dress for dinner, and someone informed them, rather incorrectly, that a black tie was required and expected. So when the couple appeared at 6 p.m. for dinner, they were greeted by the royals warming up. The Queen told them all to head up to dress for dinner, and it was obvious dinner is very early in the night. Parlor games follow, and they all play Ibble Dibble, which looks like a riot, and it's played while drinking, so game on. The game looks like a scream to play, and if a person messes up the tongue twister, they get a black mark or very temporary tattoo on their face. Some members have lots of black circles, and I would love to play this if it weren't for the pandemic. Sorry, on to Margaret Thatcher. Finally, someone puts the Prime Minister into play, and while she technically says the twister correctly, she says it so slowly that anyone could get it right. Game off. Thatcher hates the game and proceeds to leave Balmoral early, claiming work. The Queen says she's the first Prime Minister to leave early. The Queen does not say this to the Prime Minister, but to her husband. That's the test. So when Prince Charles brought Lady Diana Spencer, who was raised near Sandringham, which is in the middle of the country, she naturally knows how to dress and what is expected of her. Di gamely hunts and she plays charades, laughing easily with the royals who are in a relaxed state hidden away at Balmoral. Diana passes the test very much so, except the chemistry between her and Prince Charles seems to be non-existent. Still, Diana passed. Catherine and Meghan would not have had a Balmoral test. The Queen was still the Queen, and she was hosting her son's girlfriend and potential wife. Now the Queen is the grandmother of Prince William, so I do think Catherine was assessed by Queen Elizabeth and the other royals, but never an introductory weekend at Balmoral. The Queen was in her 80s when meeting Middleton, and in her 90s when meeting Meghan. Prince Charles was almost 70 when Meghan came along, so the Balmoral test is not in play any longer, I think. As for Meghan, we do have a reason to think some royals thought she might not like being a royal, but Harry supposedly claimed he would call them all racist if they didn't accept her. Harry went about it rather backwards, since a family tends to pass judgment on a prospective wife or husband. It happens in plenty of families, mine included. So Harry lost out on a valuable opportunity to hear what his dad and brother thought about the woman moving in with him. How about you? What do you think of Prince Harry and Meghan leaving the royal family to pursue holistic wealth? Please let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share with your own followers. And as always, subscribe to our channel for all the latest news on the royal family, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.